So we're going into our side lying position now. When you are looking at our full body 25-minute stretch board, that is the red section, okay? So the first thing that you're gonna have your client do is lie on their side. You want them to bring their knees up towards their chest. Okay, our first stretch, we're gonna be attacking our hip flexors, okay? Our psoas major. So we're going to, okay, so you're going to scoop your hand underneath their knee. You're gonna pin or just apply a little bit of pressure so their foot stays on your hip bone. And from here, you're gonna stabilize with your other hand at their hip, and you're gonna step on back. Okay, depending on how tight the client is. I know this right now, probably not. This is gonna be right here again in their hip flexor. A cue that I like to give all my clients is I want them to squeeze their butt cheeks. When they do that, we get that reciprocal inhibition. Now she's just fighting me. Oh. So you go back and we hold for 3 seconds. That's very important. When we do this stretch, if they are hyper flexible, and even if they're squeezing their butt cheek for all their worth, and you're trying to crank back onto it, and you can get them all the way back here, we don't want to do that. We don't want to force them into so much hip extension that we, injure anything or put any kind of pressure on the low back. Okay. From here, I'm going to just show you that. So if we're here, the smooth transition to go into our quad stretch is just a step forward. You take the ankle, you step through, and we're here. In this position, I like to ask my clients to hold their inner thigh with that top hand. That way it keeps our hips nice and stacked. Okay, from here, we're going to try and get this knee into hip extension. So hip extension from the hip down to the knee, we have a nice straight line. You'll notice if they're not and they're here, when we try to get them into that quad stretch, they're not going to feel too much. But as soon as we go into that full hip extension and we start bringing that heel towards their butt, they're going to light up like a Christmas tree. Okay, so again, once we get to a good first point of tension, we hold for 3 seconds, we back out, and we come back in, hopefully getting a little bit deeper into that stretch. Oftentimes when I'm doing this stretch, I go until I feel that client kick forward in their knee, because I know that's going to be a good stretch in their quad. Okay, but again, it's very important as well as a stretch therapist that you pay attention to their facial cues, their body language. If they stop breathing, if their eyes get all squinty, if they like I do when I'm on the table, that's a good indicator that you're going too far, maybe into orange or red.